Everybody's wondering, when is the end? Have you ever thought about it?
Oh yeah, I wonder too. I wonder too. And when do you know?
If one of your arms fall off.
That's a pretty good indication. Hopefully that won't happen. Oh, we're getting kind of close now.
Kobe's mother. Kobe's mother is still walking. She's still with us. Vanessa Bryant, are you going to take care of Kobe's mom? Kobe's gone. His father's gone. What about his mom?
Unfortunately, we don't talk much. Maybe down the road that relationship will be better, but right now it's not much more.
What happened was Kobe Bryant's mother gave the items to the auction house. The auction house issued a press release. Kobe became aware of it. He sent a cease and desist letter to the auction house. It's the auction house that went to federal court asking Kobe Bryant to come into court and explain why he should be entitled to possession of these items.
Obviously, we wish that he was here with us to celebrate, but it's definitely the peak of his NBA career.
So it seems like Kobe's mom, Pamela, is coming for Vanessa Bryant, saying that Vanessa left her high and dry, struggling to make ends meet. But hold up, sources close to Pamela are spilling the tea that she ain't exactly living in the gutter. She just feels like she deserves a whole lot more bling and luxury, all because of who her son was. And now she's pointing fingers at Vanessa for not stepping up to the plate. But before you start feeling sorry for Pamela, let me tell you, Vanessa ain't having it, and she's clapping back, making it crystal clear that Pamela always viewed Kobe like he was just a cash machine. That's actually one of the main reasons Kobe put some distance between them in the first place. Remember when Kobe tried to hook his mom up with a house? Instead of showing some gratitude, she was out here complaining that it wasn't big enough. And when Kobe said no to upgrading it, Pamela went behind his back, trying to sell off his cherished memorabilia just to make a quick buck, which Kobe saw as the ultimate betrayal. Now, some fans and even a handful of public figures are throwing shade at Vanessa for cutting off Kobe's mom.
Are you going to take care of his mother? That's my question for Vanessa Bryant. And I'm going to be honest with you, Art. I'm disappointed in the NBA and the retired NBA players, because I can't believe nobody is calling her to task in her neglect of Kobe Bryant's parents. That man left her a sizable estate, man.
But let's keep it real. Vanessa didn't cut Pamela off. Kobe did that. And word on the street is, Pamela never even tried to mend things with her son before that tragic day came. She had all those years to say she was sorry, but she just never did. Now, fast forward to today, and Pamela is out here dragging Vanessa, acting like it was on her to take care of her after Kobe passed. But Vanessa, she's been all about raising her girls and holding down Kobe's legacy, making it crystal clear that she doesn't owe Pamela a single thing. Honestly, after all the mess Pamela put Kobe through, a whole lot of folks are standing with Vanessa. But then you got others who think she should at least throw out an olive branch for the sake of Kobe's kids. So, what exactly did Pamela have to say about Vanessa, and how did Vanessa come back to her? Let's break it all down.
Kobe Bryant was devastated when he found out his mom had signed an agreement with Golden Auctions to sell more than 100 items from his childhood without his permission.
Kobe Bryant's mother, Pamela Bryant, was recently seen grocery shopping in Las Vegas, and while she attempted to put on a cheerful face for the cameras, insiders claim she's fuming behind the scenes. According to sources close to Pamela, she's been expressing her frustrations to everyone in her circle about feeling unjustly cut off from Kobe's estate, and she's placing all the blame on his widow, Vanessa. Pamela, who has largely stayed out of the public eye since the tragic deaths of Kobe and his daughter Gianna in 2020, is reportedly telling people that she should be enjoying a much more extravagant lifestyle than what she currently has. In fact, it was Kobe himself who made the decision to distance himself from his mother long before his passing, and insiders say he never truly forgave her for prioritizing money over their relationship. Despite having multiple chances to reconcile, Pamela allegedly never apologized or made an effort to repair things with her son before he passed away. Now, Pamela is reportedly attempting to reshape the narrative, suggesting that Vanessa is intentionally keeping her from Kobe's wealth, and some public figures, like Dr. Umar, has supported Kobe's mom, criticizing Vanessa for not doing enough to assist her.
That man left her a sizable estate, man. A sizable estate. And I don't hear any of these NBA players saying like, listen, we're not trying to get in your business, but Kobe was our brother. You inherited his estate. Those are his parents. You would have never even met him because he would have never even be here if they didn't create him. You owe it to them and you owe it to him. to take care of his parents.
But here's the situation. Sources close to Vanessa are putting all that to rest, saying Kobe had made his decision regarding his mom a long time ago. So ultimately, Vanessa is just fulfilling Kobe's wishes. Fans have been weighing in too, with many highlighting the hypocrisy of Pamela now acting like the victim when she's the one who distanced herself from Kobe. Given everything Pamela put Kobe through, fans argue that Vanessa has every right to maintain her distance and protect his legacy. Now, let's explore the backstory of Kobe's intricate relationship with his parents, because this tension didn't just arise out of nowhere. Kobe might have been the most legendary basketball player in his family, but he wasn't the only one with NBA connections. His father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, played in the league, and his uncle John Chubby Cox also had a moment in the NBA. So right from the start, Kobe was essentially born into the basketball realm.
Who is your basketball hero?
My father, hands down. But I grew up in Italy. He was the guy that I idolized. And I wanted to be better than my father. He used to kick my
all the time?
all the time.
At what point did you get him?
I was 14.
What was the feeling like then?
I wanted to keep doing it.
And his feeling?
He didn't want me to keep doing it, so he never played me again.
As for Kobe's mom, Pamela Bryant, she was known as a socialite, but unlike Joe, there's no record of her having any kind of professional career. She was mostly recognized as Joe Bryant's wife, and later as Kobe's mother, a title she seemed to think came with certain perks. Back when Kobe was just a kid, his dad's NBA journey took a turn, and Joe got a chance to play ball overseas in Italy. The whole family packed their bags and made the move. And this is where Kobe spent a big part of his childhood. Being the youngest and the only son, he quickly soaked up the culture, picking up Italian like a pro.
Poi sì, sì, no, significa tutto per noi. Siamo una famiglia che capiamo che è molto importante fare le cose che sono più grandi di te stesso.
While living in Italy, Kobe found himself vibing with soccer, but deep down, basketball was always where his heart was. His granddad would send him those classic NBA tapes, and Kobe would be glued to the screen, soaking up every move, ready to turn that fire into something epic. At the age of 13, the Bryant crew made their way back to the States and set up shop in Philadelphia. That's when Kobe really started to shine, hitting the court in major tournaments and carving out his own legacy. And you know what? The rest is straight up history.
Bryant for three, yes! His first field goal in Philly. Bryant for two. Could not ask for more excitement than we've got in Philadelphia, the scene of our next 3 games of the NBA Finals.
Even while Kobe was shooting for the stars and becoming a household name, the bond with his folks began to hit some bumps. And as we all know, things never really got back on track. There ain't a whole lot of public info about how Kobe's relationship with his parents was before he hit the big time, but most folks thought everything was cool. That is, until he popped the question to Vanessa Lane when he was just 21. Back then, Vanessa was a 17-year-old high school student who was also starting to make waves in the entertainment scene, showing up in music videos and all that.
The lovely young ladies that I haven't even met yet. Vanessa, how you get?
There's a whole lot more for me waiting on the other side.
It is widely recognized that Kobe's parents did not support his relationship with Vanessa. They believed he was too young to be getting married and wanted him to focus on his career rather than rushing into a commitment. However, there were other reasons for their disapproval. Many people think that Pam and Joe's main issue was Vanessa's ethnicity. She is of Mexican and Irish heritage, and some reports suggest this significantly influenced their opinion of her. According to an article in the Los Angeles Times, the problem was that Joe was uncomfortable that Vanessa, a Latina, is not African American, and he is uneasy with his selfless devotion to her. Kobe and Vanessa got married in 2001. Joe and Pam didn't attend the wedding. Even Kobe's sisters, Sharia and Shea, chose to skip the wedding. But you know Kobe, he wasn't one to let anyone dictate his life, and he wasn't about to let his folks stand in the way of his love. Pam and Joe's disapproval created a huge divide, leading to Kobe being estranged from his family for a full 2 years. It wasn't until 2003, when he and Vanessa welcomed their first daughter, Natalia, that he finally mended things with them. Still, the vibe was never quite right, and their relationship stayed shaky over the years. Kobe also faced some strain with his older sisters because they relied on him financially way too much. Eventually, he had to cut ties completely and push them to create their own paths without leaning on his wallet. When ESPN asked him in a 2016 interview why he made that tough decision regarding his sisters, Kobe said, "It was tough for me to do, but it's something you have to do, something you have to be very strong. They are very smart, college-educated women. I am very proud of them. They were able to get their own jobs, get their own lives, take care of themselves. Now they have a better sense of self, of who they are as people, instead of being resentful because they were relying on me. But in 2013, things took a wild turn when Kobe's mom, Pamela, tried to cash in on his success without him knowing. She got caught trying to auction off some of Kobe's most treasured items, like his championship rings and high school jerseys, all without his blessing. And you best believe Kobe wasn't about to let that slide. He quickly fired back with a lawsuit, taking legal action against both his parents and the auction house involved.
His mom got $450 million up front on this. I knew that was wrong when I said it. Thank you very much. $450,000. She wants to buy a house in Nevada. She could get a really nice house with $45 million. But anyway, there she is in the picture. She says, look, I remember Kobe saying to me, here, Mom, this stuff is for you. He said that, according to her. What does that mean, Faith?
Well, it means that Kobe's going to come into court. He's disputing that, so he's going to come into court and say, actually, I didn't say that. This is my stuff, my property, and I don't want it to be auctioned off.
There were a handful of rare instances when it looked like Kobe might actually mend things with his dad, Joe. According to Wayne Slappy, a former coach and tight buddy of Kobe, there was a heartfelt moment at a basketball camp where they embraced and cleared the air. Slappy shared with the Daily Mail, I just remember being with him up at his camp in Santa Barbara and seeing him hug his dad. You know how they loved each other, from how they looked at each other, how they smiled. Everybody's family has issues, disagreements here and there. The healing comes, but this healing is going to be hard because he's not here. But when it comes to Kobe's mom, Pamela, there's no sign that their relationship ever got fixed before Kobe's heartbreaking passing. Even after all those years since she sold his memorabilia behind his back, sources close to the situation say Pamela never once offered a real apology to Kobe face to face. She was apparently so set in her ways that she didn't even make an effort to patch things up. And from the outside looking in, it's clear that Kobe never fully moved past the hurt his mom caused him. He went all out to take care of his parents, but Pamela's actions hit him hard, making him realize that no matter how much he gave, it would never be enough for her. And this is why fans are stepping up to defend Vanessa Bryant. Kobe had distanced himself from his mom and never showed any wish to mend things. If Kobe chose to keep his mom at a distance, it makes total sense that Vanessa wouldn't feel obligated to rebuild a relationship that her husband himself decided to walk away from. Do you think Vanessa owes Pamela anything, especially when it comes to financial support? Or do you feel like Pamela's just being greedy and Vanessa is simply honoring Kobe's wishes? Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't miss the next video.